Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video was requested by Country Girl 178. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how to produce your own AP hunters. I know you can buy them, but to produce them yourself can be a lot cheaper. So I'm going to be talking about this in terms of using public coverings from stallions and also your own private ones. So one of the first things to do is to choose some mares that you want to use for this, that you want to use to breed your AP hunters. And once you have, you can go into your breeding farm, click female, and then you could click to select ones that aren't already in foal. And then once you've got some, is pick out some that you want to use, or maybe you want to use all of them. So I'm just going to use two for the example in this video. So this one I'm going to cover with a public stallion, so I'm click cover my mare. And then what I want to do is I want to look for really cheap cover, because I want to produce it the cheapest possible and that I can. So if we click to use that, it will, because I have an equus reserve under 10,000 E, then my vet fee is only 100 equus. So the 500 E for the stallion covering, and then the 10 for the vet fees, as you can see up here. So this is going to cost me 600 E to produce this foal. So we'll cover the mare, and then what I do is I just look after her every single day, and I age her progressively until she gives me that foal, and she'll give me that foal in a year's time in game time. So I would have to age her 6 times, and then she will have that foal. And then I have to age her again until she's ready to be covered again, and then I would cover her again, and I would just keep repeating this process. But you can do it over a number of days, so you don't have to do it all in one go. I tend to put a lot of mares in foal, and I just age them every single day, and eventually then I have a lot of foals born. I tend to make sure that they're done at the same time, so that I know that I'm foaling them all on the same day, but I'm only doing it in small numbers. If I was doing it in larger numbers, I'd maybe have 20 for day one, 20 foal the next day, 20 foal the day after that. Just depends what you prefer, really. But that's the one that's been put in full with the public covering, and that's going to cost 600 E to produce that AP hunter. Now, if we want to use one of our own stallions, so I'm just going to quickly pick out a stallion here, and it's not really going to matter what I go for, so I'll just click select on that, and then I'll click on this. So if I'm using my own stallion, then what I will have to do, and I'm going to do this because I think this is handy, if you're going to use your own stallion and you're going to cover a lot of mares, you might have to reserve coverings to every single one individually, and that could be really tedious. So one of the things you could do, if it's a horse that you don't mind putting public coverings up for, and this is what I would advise, use a stallion that you don't mind putting up public coverings with, and you don't mind putting them up for 500 E, is I would click public, put it up for 500 E. I might put several up, and then what I would do is I go to my mare, so this is the mare that we're going to cover with our own stallion, click cover my mare, and then I'll click, this is on mine, and now it will say 500 and 100 for the vet fees, but in actual fact it will only actually take 100 away. So right now I've got 4,292 equus, so this actually should only take away 100, and it does. So it's only taken away, you can't see my equus right now, but hold on, there we go. So if we have a quick look at the see complete history, you can see that it only charged me 100, and it didn't charge me for the covering. So this is the first one, this is the first stallion we used that charged me for the covering, and it charged me the vet fees. But because we recovered from the public with our own stallion, it only charged us the vet fee, because it's not going to, we're not going to charge ourselves 500 E. So that's the way I did not have to do it privately. But if you want to do it privately, you can do that. So you could reserve for one of your own mares and then pick one. Now, if you don't have a huge amount, I have a huge amount of mares, so it would take me a long time to start reserving for every single one that I want. So I think it's easier to use public coverings like that. But that's just one of the ways around it if you don't really want to spend all day reserving specifically for each mare. That's the way I get around it. But as I said, make sure you use a stallion you're happy to put out covers for 500 E. So anyway, thank you to Country Girl 178 for requesting the video, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye guys.